Hello everyone, it's the Canadian Wi-Fi here. Here is round 1 of NUPL, my battle in it. My replay was posted to forums, so it's not like posting a replay here and narrating it is going to reveal any more or less about my team to potential opponents. I originally had this recorded live, and I was all ready to upload it and it was going to be great, and yeah, I pressed pause beforehand, waiting for the battle to get started, so I didn't fill up my computer more than I needed to, and I forgot to unpause. So I just sat there talking to myself while I was battling for 10 minutes, and the next thing you know, I'm sitting here with no video recorded or nothing. So this one's gonna have to be post-narrated. Worst feeling in the world, by the way, as an uploader, realizing you forgot to unpause. But it's still a really good battle. It got a little bit hacksy towards the end, but we'll get to that when we get there. Looking at my opponent's team, it's just really standard. Girder's a great mon, Mesprit has great utility, coupled with some offensive presence. Klinklang is actually completely walled by my Babarrel. Why the fuck are you using a Babarrel to cower? Well, you will have to wait and see. Pyroar's actually a little bit of a threat. The only special wall thing tank on my team that can take a hit from it is Assault Vest Kangaskhan. It can't take hits all that well, but it can definitely live one hit from any one Pyroar, and Fake Out plus Sucker Punch plus Drain Punch plus etc, etc. I'll be able to beat it one-on-one, but it'll definitely force me to sack a few mons along the way, because it is a threat. Threat numero uno, I would say, on my opponent's team. Spiritomb, and the Shiftry is just obligatory Shiftry. Looking at my team, it has Combustion Pass to Kanga, which is pretty common. I don't know, I just like using it. I wouldn't say I rely on it, but it just seems to fit my team structure a lot better. What I tried to do with this team is, instead of abusing top mons such as Pyroar, Shiftry, Feraligatr, etc., I tried to counter said top mons and go against them, which I think I did an okay job at. Obviously I kind of missed out on the whole fire spam aspect of it, but I guess I do still have little chicken guy. Not gonna go into too much detail on my team, but you can see it throughout the battle. It does what it needs to do. Getting into today's battle, I'm going to lead off with Kanga, because I feel it's more or less a free fake out on anything on his team, which it's going to appear that way because he has Mesprit in the lead slot. Don't really want to take a fighting move. Obviously I need to save it for Pyroar, so I'm going to switch out. I'd much rather get knocked off by the Girder than the Shiftry, because if I get knocked off by the Girder, it's only going to do like 40%, whereas Shiftry would do like 70. So I'm going to switch in Musharna. He gets up Rocks and then gets up then goes for Nice Beam as I Calm Mind. I do end up forcing him out, but I have no idea what item that Mesprit is. It isn't AV because he went for Rocks. It isn't Choice. He doesn't have lefties. Like, I just don't even understand. But here I end up critting a Spiritomb. This is some of the only hacks in the game that actually turned out to matter, like directly affect the outcome. That normally does not kill. I think it has somewhere around 70 to 80. Don't quote me. I looked at the calc briefly, but I know it doesn't kill. So that was rather big. Anyway, I can go to Combustion, force out a Shiftry very cleanly. Go for Protect because I know he already has Rocks up, and I don't think Mesprit gets any setup movement. Agility is not going to really scare me. Get a free speed, basically, and I know I have AV Kanga. I know he's not Specs, he's not Life Orb. I can easily eat up the hit without too much worry with AV Kanga come in and kill. Don't really want to take a fighting move, though, from this Girder. So I am going to switch right out into my Garbodor. I know I can take any hit A and B, force it out. I have Clear Smog, I can get some free spikes up. He wants none of this, goes right out into Pyroar. Don't have a switch in for it, and looking at his team, Vileplume seems rather useless. So I'm just going to go right out in the Plume. Let it die. And, hey Kangaskhan, can you live a Life Orb Hyper Voice from 45%? Yeah, of course you can. Now, I did predict live that I saw Life Orb, I knew he might have Will-O-Wisp. Sucker was my more safe play, regardless. I know none of you were going to believe that, because I didn't get it recorded live, but Sucker was definitely my most safe play there. Otherwise I was gonna have some big trouble against that thing, so, his best play was definitely to continue spamming Willow there, but potato, I still had Combustion, I suppose. Looking at it at this point, I'm just gonna let it die because I get the free switch out to Garbodor. And the crit there, it makes it look bad because I did have Clear Smog. He obviously can't beat me. He would have killed himself to Rocky Helmet and definitely Aftermath if it came down to that. But I don't know, it speeds up the process for one. He's gonna send out Klinklang as I finally get to reveal the secret weapon. He clicks on the wrong gear here. This is a misclick from his side. I don't know if it would have played out any differently if he had shift geared and I broke the sub. Would he have subbed again? I don't know. But I am able to get the T-Wave off and the Super Fang, and that T-Wave, I don't know. Here's the thing. I have Unaware, so his +1 means absolutely fuck all to me. And after he finally stops getting paralyzed, we're going to see that his frustration does nothing, like 30%, while I'm doing 30% to him. I'm definitely faster than him each time, so I mean, it just looks bad how many times he got paralyzed there and all that. The barrel definitely comes out on top of Kling Klang in that situation. It just came out way more on top than it should have. It should have came out at about 5% as opposed to 95. And then he fucking misses a Leaf Storm, then gets paralyzed, then fully parried. And at this point, I mean, I have Combuskin anyway, so again, it doesn't really matter. It just makes me look like a fucking trash user. So, I don't know. It was definitely a good game. It was Haxy at the end, like, of all hell. It was really Haxy. But I feel like the only hacks during the game that really mattered towards the outcome was the crit on Spiritomb. That did matter, and I apologize for that. But, what you're gonna do? It's NUPL, it's Pokemon. Trying to play competitively in a game that's all luck-based and crappy anyway is just, you're just asking for this kind of shit to happen. So, yeah, as you can see, this team's pretty fun. Once I'm done with NUPL, I suppose I can leave it in a paste bin down below for you. Obviously, until then, I'm not going to, because I don't want to be counter-teamed, etc. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed watching. That's all I have for you today. NUPL Week 2 is starting sometime during my narration for this video, so expect hopefully an actual live battle for next week. Maybe if I remember to click record. Until then, I'll see you next time. Take it easy, guys. Have a good day. See you later. Peace.